What up, y'all? Bankroll Tim, back with another. We got this LANDAU up here. Boom. Got the whole front suspension, basically, almost all together. So, this is the Brembo Brakes, which this is like 2010 up Camaro front caliper. This is the bracket setup. I don't know where you get it, but it's a two-piece bracket setup. Then it's got the hub. Not sure where you get the hub, but I don't know. Anyways, so the hub, see the coilovers in there, boom. The ball joint, I actually take the ball joint from on top of the arm, put it on the bottom of the arm, and twist the shaft on the upper control arm to where the ball joint is more out. Then I'll shim just the back, and that'll take the wheel and move it on an angle, so it'll degree the spindle. It'll lay the spindle back, which gives you the sport steering. I'm out of breath because I'm fat, but whatever. So just put all this on here, and I just remembered when I did the blue car, the rotor, it goes on here, which is for a Camaro, newer Camaro, you know, 2010 up, whatever. This little hub area right here causes the rotor to not fit. And last time, this thing's heavy. Anyways, so last time I had to go Dremel out. As you can see, it's not coming through. So in order to make it fit, I gotta put this in the vise, so clamp it in the vise, and I'll take my Dremel bit, a drill bit, or, you know, in a drill, like a drill, a battery drill, whatever, cordless drill, and you just gotta go round and round and round. So this is the only thing that sucks about doing this because it's time consuming. So you gotta mill this out. If you have a machine shop or anything by you, take it to a machine shop and tell them you need it to go to the size of this. So you would take them the hub, and you would take them the rotor, and tell them to make whichever fit whichever. They could, if I had a lathe here, I could knock the studs out of the hub and then mill this down to where it fits this size. So vice versa, you can mill this, bore this out to fit that, or vice versa. So just to let you guys know, if you guys are wanting to put Brembo brakes on your box Chevy, this is the things you got to go through. Got the new tie rods, inners and outers. Outer always has a bend in it. Outer is always right hand thread. Inner is always left hand thread. And then you got the QA1 tie rod sleeves, which are badass. Instead of having that ugly ass clamp on there with the nuts and the bolts sticking through it, garbage. What else I got going on? Got the brand new center link in there. Got to tighten it up yet. Ball joints. It's always a pain in the ass to line up the cotter key. So previous to setting the ball joint into the spindle, take that ball joint and line up the hole front to back. So it's easier to get the cotter pin in there. If you paint your spindles, you got to take the scuff pad, clean all this off in order to get the bearings to go on straight, because you will think that you are tight and you won't be tight. So you want it to be tight. You don't want it to move freely. You want it just a little bit of, you don't want it over tight and burn your bearings up. But anyways, that's where we're at on this. And that's basically all the time I got. I gotta get out of here, take care of some things. And all right, y'all, Bankroll Tim, Batted Up Customs. I guess we'll call this part 3. But you see them coilovers are in there. See everything's set. You always put anti-seize. So with this collar screwed all the way down, when you first put it in, you want to put anti-seize on the threads so the anti-seize gets into this adjustment plate on the threads. If you try to go with this up dry, it's gonna tear it up. Even though the car's in the air, that's when you want to adjust it. So floor jack under it to adjust your height. This bump stop right here comes out of the way, which you'll see a lot of my videos, they won't be in here. This unscrews so that way you can get the wrench in here, the spanner wrench, to adjust it. Normally with 28's on a box Chevy, the gap between here, I started at like 2.5 inches. So I measure, like I said, from the top of this lock plate to the bottom of this plate, measure in between there. And sometimes you gotta adjust it a little off because one side of the car would be a little bit lower than the other. But, all right, more to come. Hub install, Brembo brake install, coilover install. I like giving out as much information as possible. And pass along about the raffle, 10K. And we'll do a full custom suspension raffle. But all right, y'all, Bankroll 10, Brembo Brakes, box Chevy. And I'm out. Peace out, appreciate y'all.